Last time in the James Gunn DC universe, Superman had arrived on Earth and was, well, as he says in his saved the day. Lex Luthor didn't like this and wanted to destroy him by destroying his reputation. But thanks to a little help from Lois Lane and the Justice Gang, Superman was able to prevail, and also help from Krypto. And then Supergirl crashed in to pick up Krypto. But where exactly is she heading? Find out in James Gunn's universe, the Supergirl movie. What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Gabe here.
And this is Queen Tina.
Yep, and as you can see, we're here to talk about Supergirl. That's about the best nutshell I could get with the Superman movie to keep from, dragging it long, sort of like the last time on DBZ.
Almost like you're trying to talk about the entire movie from beginning to end, the entire movie of what happens during the movie.
Pretty much. Pretty much, if when you take away the real the extreme details and everything, yeah, pretty much Superman saved the day. Yeah. Lex Luthor hates it, tries to frame him, say friends help him overcome it, and save the day again. as he says, yeah, I save the day. That's what I always do.
He just saves the day forever.
Oh yeah.
Forever until he passes.
But it looks like this might be a little different for Supergirl. Not saying it as a bad thing, but she's trying to. It looks before we go into it though. Spoiler. like Chester A. Bum say, as he would probably say, "Oh my God, it's the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life." Supergirl spoilers. There's this movie. Spoilers. Yeah. That's one thing Casey got on my case about the Thunderbolts. it was we were pretty much like I mentioned in that video, we were really acting like a brother and sister toward each other. And say, the siblingness there. So this case is us for Supergirl, me and Queen Tina. I was going to have some of the others. EJ, happy birthday, by the way. If you're watching this, EJ, yeah, if just out of curiosity, if you're watching the review, happy belated birthday by the time you see it, which we've already wished him happy birthday. But the other plan, and also he's waiting for Spider-Man,
which is understandable.
Oh yeah. So, yep. So, Casey did want to see this movie, but she's waiting for the Blu-ray DVD. Certain movies in the theaters kind of affect her a little bit there. Which she probably has explained in the previous videos there about why that is there. So that, and I was thinking of getting some of the newbies there, like Jen and Janara possibly. By the time I got around to thinking of that, Quintina's like, we ain't been out in a while. Let's just go out, just you and me, Gabe.
Well, it's been a while since we went out together. Well, going to the movies together. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think the last one we went to, that was just us without the crew. During
Snow White.
Live
action Snow White.
Right. Yeah. Because it was. Yeah, we just sort of cause I think we actually just sort of planned to do that one by ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, so that was actually planned out already to be the two of us there. But yeah, we just decided to go with that. Oh yeah, and I was gonna also get my cousin Tiffany in on it, but she had to work though. Yeah, she's been working a lot lately, so.
Yeah.
And reason I had thought about that, she was gonna be like a guest, but the reason that thought came to my mind because Superman, his cousin Supergirl. Yeah, would have yeah, but but anyway, yeah. So so that's, but we'll get them on some other videos. Don't worry, they will return just like Casey did in Thunderbolts. So they will return again. And so anyway, pretty good movie there. Like I say, obviously not the same as Superman, but it is its own thing, and I do like it. Sort of has a new direction with Supergirl. Kind of, honestly, I mean, you kind of can make guesses when you see the trailer, but you don't completely know what exactly they're gonna do. Like, how exactly this is gonna go down, and what all is gonna happen in it there, detail by detail, until you see the movie. Yep. Why don't you lead us there a little bit?
Well, I know in the beginning of the movie, we just see that Supergirl is kind of like wasted and drunk, and she's sort of a loner. All she has left as her only friend is Crypto, because she has Crypto since she was in her home planet of Krypton, and we can tell she's also a party girl too.
Yep.
And she's way too different from the 1980s version.
Oh yeah, probably for the better on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she stated that she doesn't have her powers. She doesn't have her powers at the moment. She doesn't have her superpowers at the moment, but she has some type of device that she could just disappear back and like she could just disappear back and forth during a fight.
Oh yeah, I thought at first, because of when she first used it, I thought maybe she had took it from I think somebody that was already using that device there. But I guess she already had it though.
I guess so. I think there's also a girl who also sees her parents getting killed. It almost reminded me of the Mufasa and Simba scenario from The Lion King. It hurt her, but she wanted to avenge her parents' death by killing the person who did it.
So it's like if Simba actually saw Scar do it.
Yeah.
And and before he grew up and wanted to go after him.
Yeah, so the girl went to the bar and trying to find a noble hero to help her.
And then, in addition to what you say, that I did hear her say what you just mentioned about her not having her power. I think what she probably meant, because I noticed she did have some strength, or because you remember like when Crypto was jumping all up on her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Crypto is a Kryptonian dog.
Yes.
Or he got super strength in him too. So you gotta have some type of strength in you to take that type of stuff, like especially Superman when he was injured there.
Yeah, and we do see her fight while she's drunk.
So I think what it was, she may not have maybe she was still developing her abilities, like for instance, like the laser eye beam and all that there.
Yeah.
So
she get her powers later when she was exposed to the sun.
Oh yeah, and Sunny D. Yeah, I'll just get the sun.
The actual sunlight from space.
Yeah, but just imagine if they took that scene of her by the sun and made a Sunny D commercial.
Unleash the power of the sun.
That would have been. That would have been a good way to advertise this movie and last year's movie.
Yeah. Unleash
the power of the sun. Super. Yeah. How come y'all didn't take advantage of that? Say. Oh boy.
And we also see Crypto being shot by one of the bad guys. I don't remember who that group was, but they shot Crypto with one of their weapons.
Probably. They always say, when you watch it again, you probably learn probably even more details that you didn't get the first viewing there.
And they let an alien take care of Crypto, and the aliens say that Crypto will be healed and by 3 days. Give him 3 days to heal.
Oh yeah.
And then Supergirl has that watch that has Crypto's picture on it. That's a stopwatch.
Well, I think she said also that medicine that they brought to him.
Yeah.
He had 3 days to get that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the medicine.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise, Crypto wouldn't make it. So that kind of set you. So that was it's a basic plot, but I mean it did set some stakes and especially for the character Supergirl, because at the state she was in, wandering from planet to planet, didn't really, I know, Superman, yeah, he was in the movie, trying to reach out to her, like, hey, why don't you just come back to Earth and chill, we can, get be amongst some people and everything. But of course, at that moment, people, it's sort of like that teen or young or that college student there.
I think she stated that it's her 21st birthday.
23rd. Oh, okay. And she mentioned about being 8 years under Superman, so he must be like 31.
Yeah.
At this point there, and I guess he was supposed to be. Since it's a year since last year's movie.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was 30 then.
At the time.
Yeah. So, with the passage of time, so. They got a bigger age difference than me and my cousin Tiffany, though. But still, but yeah, much like a teen or a young college student, or just a young adult in general.
Yeah.
There's that. I do my own thing, whatever now.
She has the attitude like a punk rocker.
Yes, and
attitude.
And it's ironic, it seemed like the rock thing is really going up with these supers here.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Superman said he was a rock star.
Yeah. It's like they play rock music during the Superman movies.
Yeah.
The current ones.
And now you got her pretty much being a punk rocker, and also they throw in Lobo, who's practically a motorcycle punk rocker.
I thought Lobo was a villain at first. I thought he would be the main villain for Supergirl to fight at first.
They sort of, I guess, I mean, of course but I guess when you watch the trailer, you sort of think that's because I thought that too. I thought maybe he was like in charge of, all these other people that, well, not all of them. I know there was like some of the fights that Supergirl had was just like random bar fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I thought when it came to the major enemies, I thought, Lobo, he's going to have like an army or something with him there.
Yeah.
But now he actually, we'll get to him in a second though. One thing I really appreciate, as far as the character-wise.
Yeah. Yeah,
she was drunk at a lot of times at the beginning of the movie, but they added. It wasn't just. It's not the fact of, guess Gabe just like her being drunk. Now it's not just that that's what she was doing, but it's the character behind that she had there, and why she was that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the. So she sort of had a bit of a tragedy going on, which, much like explosion of Krypton, but one neat thing they did, since they didn't show it in the previous movie, the whole explosion of Superman, they showed it here, but from her parents' point of view. And something they did that made a lot more sense than the 80s movie was pretty much just how, where she was living at this whole time, and how, because, if you think like, well, she's younger than Superman, how did she come to be after Krypton exploded? Answer, they took a piece of Krypton with them.
Just a piece of Krypton.
Exactly.
With a handful of people.
Exactly. So, However, they did it, I don't know, but this is other world, other planet.
It's almost like their own island.
Exactly. So this is
space.
Exactly. So this is not and I didn't think about this before, but you know what came to my mind with what they were living in?
Yes, a dome.
Dome. Guess what came to my mind?
I'm guessing Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Yes, Terra Avenger. Yes, they sort of had that kind of going on with that sort of Star Voyager reference there. It came after Star Trek.
I know in the dome they all live in perfect harmony.
Yeah. So then of course there's always got to be an issue, some kind of issue that rises up because how did Supergirl come there and meet Superman and all that? Kryptonite poisoning was in this.
A kryptonite poisoning almost a pandemic.
Yeah, sort of.
That killed her mother.
Yeah, and it was also infecting other people, and they didn't. But the thing was, it wasn't affecting them all at once. It was sort of like, well, this person gets infected another day. Yes, it was something. So, and it showed up like much later after they left the main Krypton that blew up there. Mm-hmm. So it was nothing. So obviously they did not see this coming. Much like Krypton itself exploding there. So yeah, that was actually, like I say, I mean, it's tragic, but it does provide some really good explanation. And just like with Superman, they built a pod for her, but not for her as a baby, but her as
I would say teenager.
Yes, they
looked like a teenager.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And we see how she got Crypto. Crypto came during her mom's funeral.
Yep.
As a puppet.
So that was that. So they was able to. I really give James Gunn a lot of credit for these movies so far.
Yeah.
They was able to just do all of this it wasn't like dragged out super long.
Yeah.
It was just enough time to, give us what the details we needed there, and keep going with the current day plot there. Yeah, so that's a good thing. I sort of picked and I even sort of done that in it will be out my upcoming Yumiko 4 with Brownie's little backstory that the book starts off with, and then it goes into his present day. So yeah, sort of yeah, James, kind of fellow creators, we sort of branching some story formulas off each other. What's up, James? No offense to Zack Snyder. Dude was cool. Be honest. I understand now. Just all in honesty, James is starting off with a much better job there.
Yeah.
But I give Zack credit. He did what he did, and he's real cool about his ups and downs there. Okay. It's a sort of like at least I tried it. Yeah, just imagine like him and James Gunn just hanging out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I say, but yeah, he really done a good job with explaining that, and then coming and and blending it in, like going back and forth between the current stuff that we come for, and I remember back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the flashback of her on Earth. This is explain why Superman was familiar with her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know Superman mentioned that he doesn't know the Kryptonian language because he was taken to Earth as a baby, and English is the only language he knows when he was on Earth. And Kara, also known as Supergirl, doesn't know English because she left Krypton as a teenager. And she still had Kryptonian language.
So she had to learn it.
Yeah, I guess over time she had to learn it by Clark Kent's Superman.
And it seemed like she learned some other languages too, like she was communicating with some of the other aliens. Yeah,
Almost like hissing.
Sound it kind of make you think of something from Men in Black.
Well, she does travel different planets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Matter of fact, remember kind of like that scene in Men in Black when Will was. Yeah, they had that whole musical beat going on. Yeah. So, and I think another we mentioned in our review of Superman how because James Gunn is writing all these now, he's over DC.
Yeah.
That he sort of had elements of Guardians of the Galaxy, and he seems to, and it seems we see this formula in how like Superman I guess was like the Star-Lord and you had your Drax and everything. It's pretty cool. I think he even did that in his Scooby-Doo movie too.
Yeah.
And then for one thing, Scooby-Doo is a teen movie anyway, so
Yeah.
but with this one, there were some now excuse me. It's kind of obvious that there were going to be some Guardians of the Galaxy element because of the whole space travel, because Supergirl's traveling from planet to planet. But another reference I kind of get that was not written by him or directed by him.
What?
Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's like he mixed a little bit of Captain Marvel in there, because you could say Supergirl sorta portrayed like a Captain Marvel, but with a different attitude though.
Imagine Supergirl meets Captain Marvel in person. If their universe were, if they were in different universes. If
they do DC versus Marvel at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that.
If they meet up together.
Yep, that would be kind of interesting there. Let's say. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that. Yeah, definitely some Captain Marvel vibes mixed with Guardians of the Galaxy space travels there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, overall, Supergirl really, really was a pretty interesting character, because that was character as well as the movie, because that's the thing, you really don't know completely what you're gonna be getting into until you go see it there. So, yeah, that I think, and because of that, it made it even better. Oh wow! It's like wow, Supergirl can be this good. It's like, and no, nothing against the CW Supergirl, because I've seen a little bit of that. It's not doesn't look too bad, and it's and it's probably before this movie, it probably for a lot of people was probably the best iteration that we had so far for media there, where Supergirl is front and center. But I will say one of the weaknesses of CW Supergirl, the little bit I've seen, is I feel like this is just my observation. Maybe somebody else may have seen it, because one thing I've seen like parts of it.
Yeah. So
if you see more of it, you might see something a little different than I do. From what I saw, it seemed like sometimes she got overshadowed by other characters very easily in her CW series, like especially when they had cameos and stuff like Flash and that Crisis on Infinite World special and everything. Yeah, but like I say, even with the additional characters that came into the Supergirl movie, she was still she was more front and center there. Yeah. I would also, another person I would also compare her to, maybe not completely brutal like him,
yeah,
but like a female Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Because sup, bud. Like, just a little, like I would say, I would say the similarities of Captain Marvel with some attitude, and like you take a little salt shaker and put a little sprinkle of Wolverine.
imagine Supergirl meeting Wolverine if they cross the universe, and possibly Jean Grey from X-Men, Jean Grey or Rogue.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they might hang out together.
Yeah, it could yeah.
If they cross the universe.
Another Marvel DC opportunity.
Yeah.
Yep, it could. You never know what could happen, even if it doesn't happen. I put it this way, even if it doesn't happen like in, what we're getting with James Gunn.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have another thing called Elseworlds.
Yeah.
That's what they label, like Robert Pattinson Batman. They label his movies as Elseworlds.
Elseworlds.
Outside of the main universe that, Superman and Supergirl have started.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going. So maybe possibly an Elseworlds movie. You never know, unless they find some way to put it in the James Gunn's main line there. Who knows? Let's see. But I do know one thing: if they make it, make sure it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So that. Yep. So yeah. That and then I think about the girl that wanted revenge there.
Yeah, and I know the girl's also trying to reach out to Supergirl and getting help from her at the same time in order to avenge her parents.
Oh yeah, it's just.
But in a way, Supergirl did have a part by stopping the girl from killing that person who killed her parents, stopping her.
She kind of, in a way, it seemed like she had that part of her that sort of thought like her cousin a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I think also at the same, and then another thing could be, because what this girl went through, losing her family. I mean, Supergirl lost her family.
Yes, they have something in common.
Yep, and the one thing Supergirl was pointed out to that girl was like, look, killing him is not going to make you feel better. They're still gone.
And it doesn't bring your parents back.
Yeah, that would be sort of like Peter Parker with the Green Goblin. He wanted to kill the Green Goblin for killing Gwen Stacy in the comics.
Yeah.
And I think in the movie adaptation it was for hurting Mary Jane, or the cartoon for taking Mary Jane away.
Yeah.
But then he realized like it's not gonna bring her back. Yep. So yeah, sort of like that kind of a realization there. Yep. And is it? And I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed, but her walking around with that sword on her back.
Yeah.
Did she sort of give you vibes of Yelena from the Thunderbolts?
Oh, Yelena.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of that.
Black Widow's sister there.
Well, I never thought of that, but the sword on her back reminded me of the first Wonder Woman movie when she wore that dress with the sword.
Oh, that. Yeah. Okay. That's another one.
Yeah.
The one. Yeah. So. Which makes you kind of wonder what Wonder Woman and the other kids gonna be like in this new world.
I know it'll be a while.
Oh yeah. So I think Batman is supposed to appear next with his son Damian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the girl so that was that. She was looking she wanted to kill her, but yeah, Supergirl's was like, that's not going to bring them back. But she did help her to find them in order to help her dog, though.
Yes.
Oh, help Crypto.
So they help each other out.
Pretty much, yeah. Then, of course, Lobo. Yeah! Like Jason Momoa would say.
He definitely reminded me of a punk rock star.
Mm-hmm. So, anybody who's some of you have probably seen Lobo in the Superman animated series / Justice League series back in the 90s and early 2000s, and maybe possibly in some other adaptation that may have came out at some point before now, or the comics. But yeah, just like I said, the movie was unexpected. Really kind of surprised us with Lobo, because we honestly were thinking that it was going to be like they were going to end with a Supergirl versus Lobo fight or something. Like maybe Lobo was going to be the one behind this girl's killer. Like maybe the girl's killer worked for Lobo or something.
Yeah.
And it would end with them going after Lobo.
Yeah.
But turns out that was not the case. Turns out Lobo actually, he pretty much, honestly, he was pretty much a punk. He actually was a killer for hire.
Oh, almost like a bounty hunter.
Yes, and I think that's what he's been in a lot of adaptations. He's not exactly a supervillain. They never really played. I mean, sometimes he comes off like a villain, depending on the situation, but intentionally he's not, just a full-on villain. And some people might say, well, let me guess, an anti-hero. So, could seem that way, but he's pretty much just, pretty much like what Deadpool is there.
Anti-hero.
Yes, that, and also doing whatever he wants to do. Because, that's how Deadpool started off. He wasn't really a super villain, but he wasn't really trying to be no hero either. And funny story, Deadpool started off as a villain, to be honest.
He did in the early adaptation.
Yes, but what made him change over the years was he got so popular with comic readers.
Oh, he was.
And then he added the fourth wall breaking and stuff like that. So with Lobo, he's pretty much he does get quite a bit of screen time there. He does. He steals the show a little bit, but not too much. You still know Supergirl's the star of this movie, but he does play into the movie pretty well there. And actually kind of helps Supergirl a little bit. Her and the other girl.
Yes.
They of course when they first meet him, because Supergirl actually has run into this guy before.
Oh, she is.
Like, because she keeps telling the girl, like, just don't make eye contact. Like, don't look at him. Like, so almost feels like it's almost kind of made me think of a parent telling their child to sit down.
Yeah.
When like quiet now, kid. Yeah, so it almost makes me think of that a little bit. Speaking of that, there was even a comment from a character saying you might want to say don't leave your daughter behind.
What?
My daughter. Like,
who they referring to?
The girl that Supergirl's with.
Oh, my daughter.
Yeah, honestly, that girl. I mean, yeah, Supergirl is an adult, yes, but she's not that old though.
She didn't even reach 30.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this girl obviously ought to be high school age from the look of her.
Talking about the little girl?
Mm-hmm.
To me, she looked like she's around anywhere between 10 to 12.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
The way she looked, I would say more like anywhere between 8 to 12.
Oh, well, shut my mouth.
Yeah. Sort of older elementary, close to middle school almost.
Okay, well, probably, yeah, Supergirl would be more like a big sister to this girl, more than likely than Mama.
Yeah.
Mama just yet now. Sort of like my friend Ashley and her little brother, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her little brother was born like when both me and her were like 15 actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of more like that kind of level.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I say, yeah, it's pretty interesting in the movie there, teaming up with them and everything. Yeah, he sort of gave him a wild card there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of the wild card on that team there. Yeah. So yeah, it went from Aquaman to Lobo. So Yeah, like you say, the three of them, little bit of a team there.
Oh yeah, small team. Oh yeah.
Against the evil forces that have done us wrong. And yeah, then like that kryptonite poison they mentioned at the beginning. Also play like I think you mentioned. Oh, I think they mentioned about a green sun in the movie too.
That made Supergirl weak.
Much like the kryptonite there.
Yeah.
Well,
the green sun.
Yep, and then there was also they made. I think another reason why she mentioned about not having her powers, because they also mentioned about the red sun too.
Oh, the red sun make her normal.
Yes. According to the Superman animated series, and probably comics before that, the red sun was explained to. Now unlike kryptonite, it didn't like, oh, it can't even do nothing.
Yeah.
It would cut their power in half.
Oh, just in half. So
Right.
it would just make her like a half more.
So she wouldn't be at her full strength there.
Yeah.
And with the green sun, much like kryptonite, yeah, she was. Oh my! And I kind of thought about that while we was kind of heading to get something to eat and everything.
Yeah.
That the kryptonite, the how that effect on them be.
Yeah.
It sort of makes me think of either two things. One, like hard to breathe, like sort of
Lack
like
of oxygen.
yes. Like pretty much like somebody cutting off your air supply.
Oh.
Yeah, and or another way could be compared to, I want to say, dehydration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you ain't had like if you go so long without water, you're like. Especially if you're in the desert too, there.
Yeah.
And
You start when your mouth is dry.
Yeah, so that, but like yeah, major dehydration. Yeah, so that's, but I would say more so of the shorter breath probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably be because of how they, but how they be, how they be reacting to the kryptonite. It seemed more like if he's shortening them a breath, almost like pretty much like holding their lungs down where they can't get no air through.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of what it seemed like, especially when they showed when she got shot by a kryptonite arrow and some of it was getting into her cells and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh boy, yep, and of course she does don that Supergirl costume there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but that big moment there. Yeah, when she really goes at her full power, Super Saiyan, Supergirl. Oh boy, Super Saiyan. Now I just pictured that in my mind, Super Saiyan, Supergirl. Oh boy, don't get me started. Somebody probably do an AI video of her doing Super Saiyan 3, like Goku. and have everything shaking and stuff like Goku did when he had the whole world shaking.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh no, Goku's gonna break the whole universe apart. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much all I could think to say on the Supergirl movie as of now. Yeah. What about you?
Well, the movie is okay. I just say okay because it does have some good special effects and good story, especially her origin from her parents' point of view. But it still needs a little bit of improvement. And it would have been cool if we could see more interaction between Supergirl and Superman, like they could just fight together.
True. I think what they were trying to do on that end, they was since the movie's title Supergirl,
yes. Main focus on Superman.
Right. Yeah. Sort of like with Superman, even both the movies have other characters, but they want hey, It's me.
Yeah, I know it's at the end of the movie we did not get a post-credit scene, which is sad, and it does make you wonder, could a sequel be a possibility? If it's a possible sequel, we might get more of Supergirl. Well, if there's no sequel, then we could always see Supergirl in the other Superman movies as a cameo appearance.
I know that she's kind of bunking on Earth now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she will still be around in the Superman movies in the future.
Yeah, but we should be getting some other DC movies soon there.
Yes. It's just half good and half bad. It's just okay to me at the moment. If I would give this an overall rating, I would just give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, so like you did the last movie for improvement thing, so.
Yeah.
Yep. At least it was better than the 80s there.
Yeah, the one way back in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least, yeah, you actually, yeah, at least you can sit through and.
Yeah, and enjoy it.
Lovely. Yep, and like I say, they yeah, it's definitely much more improved writing. Because for one thing, unlike the 80s, they ain't got Supergirl trying to just like, oh, what is this?
They make her sound like naive as well as simple, a little bit simple-minded, but not too simple-minded.
Yeah, I don't think they even knew what direction they wanted to go with that movie.
It's like they're not trying their hardest.
Yeah, but
at least the Superman movies back in the day were good.
Oh,
they were like the original Ghost, the greatest of all time.
Christopher Reeve there.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I would basically go. I'll go with an 8 out of 10 there for this one. Yeah. Because like I say, I got stuff that I didn't expect, which a lot of surprises there. And basically 8 out of 10 for me because I was really impressed with this portrayal being, compared to previous iterations, being so felt like a fresh, brand new start. Yeah. Yeah, where we actually saw just her, other characters, but yeah, we saw her actually flesh out her own identity there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also she somewhat took the lead a lot of time, which the movie's about you. Yeah, you're supposed to kind of take a little bit of lead there.
As well as trying to find yourself at the same time, and finding your purpose.
Yeah, so I give it credit for doing that there. Yep. So yeah, definitely 8 out of 10 for me. And one thing, and hopefully in the future, when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD, hopefully we can have a second review with Casey. Yeah. Yeah, because she really did want to see the movie. So it'll be a lot easier on Blu-ray and DVD for her there. So hopefully, be able to say sort of kind of like we did with Sierra Force. We had me and you did it. Then later, after that, Soldiers Play, EJ showed up there along with Janara.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we get something like that later. That probably like a few months later now. But until then, we will have other stuff coming. We'll have some other, definitely have some other stuff coming. Obviously, because everybody knows Spider-Man is coming, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta see old boy Spider-Man. EJ's waiting for it. he's waiting for it. I'm pretty sure. Possibly Casey's waiting for it as well, and yeah, I'm pretty sure there's several other people waiting on it as well. Spider-Man, especially with the Hulk showing up. But like I say, there will be some other surprises too. You'll see when they come. Yeah, but until then, make sure y'all definitely like, share, and subscribe. That way you'll be notified in order to like and share these videos with all your friends and family. Get us some more watch hours and everything, as well as that monetization soon. And also, you can definitely get our available books and support us on the Patreon. As a certain someone say, the Patreon. And definitely support the Miracle Crew. Yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, Janara Nellens, and EJ the Supreme. And also, until the live streams return, definitely still hang out with us on Discord and Facebook. And let's tell each other some stuff on that Macari app. And without further ado, we will see y'all in our next video. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
And peace out. Crypto, no!